the mindset I have and the mindset I feel like everyone should have is if I don't do it, someone else that's more hungrier will,
Yeah.
and they'll take my spot. Just reinvest back into what you love doing, because I know now you're not gonna see, like, the progress you wanna see, but over time, is you're gonna end up seeing it. Because a lot of people quit when they don't see the progress.
Welcome to the Iron Mind Podcast. I'm Josh Brumley, lawyer, author, professor, and now podcast host. Join me as I dive into conversations with entrepreneurs, artists, business owners, and other leaders shaping the world. This is the Iron Mind Podcast. Eric, thank you so much for being on the show, man. I really appreciate you taking the time. How do you want to introduce yourself? Who are you, Eric? What makes you Eric?
Well, I mean, I started off as an audio engineer thinking that was gonna be what I wanted to do. I went through the whole schooling and everything, and yeah, I think I would say a year after I was with school, I was like, yeah, no, this is looking kind of boring. So I ended up like looking into doing music videos, and it's ever since then I've just been going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're a videographer, editor, you make music videos. Do you have any like specialties, certain people you like to work with or certain people you've worked a lot with?
I mean, I work with a lot of Seattle artists here, but like I would say 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I had like my first big video shoot that just opened the doors for so many other big artists for me.
Yeah. What are
Yeah.
some artists that you've worked with?
I've worked with NLE, Choppa, YB in the Mirror, Ralphie the Plug, like the Sting Team, like Draco the Ruler.
Mm.
What else? Also Mexican artists like Edgardo Nunez, Compa Marley. Um, Actually, Edgardo was just on Peso Pluma's album. That
Wow.
Yeah, so it's good working with him and getting those connections through that too. And I know work with more. I can't name off the top of my head because
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
lot. There's
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
lot.
How old are you? How long have you been doing videography?
I've only been doing it for 3 years, and I'm 22 now.
So what makes you the best? Why are all these artists like excited to work with you, man? How did you get here only in 3 years at 22?
I actually don't even. I think it has to do with being at the right place at the right time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tell me more. What do you mean?
I mean, so by that, I mean, like, there's a lot of times where I have to, like, it'd be just like a last minute, oh, like, I need a videographer here for this music video. It's a big rapper. Like, and a lot of the times, a lot of videographers don't end up going because it's like I get those texts like 2, 3 in the morning.
So somebody who's like the connect in Seattle is like, hey, NLE Chop is in town. It's 3 o'clock. He decided he wants to write
A music video.
do a
Yeah.
music video right now. And you're like, I'm awake. I got my clothes on. Where do you need me to pull up?
Like, yeah.
I got the
Basically, yeah.
camera in the car. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you live in Seattle?
I live in Federal Bay, but
Okay.
a lot of my video shoots are in Seattle.
So when you get the 3 a.m. text and you're like, I'm in Federal Way, I can be there in 40 minutes, and they're like, literally no one else has texted back. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. You're just hungry. You're awake when they send the text, and that's the opportunity you needed to start building these connections.
Yeah, that's just what it took to be where I am today, but I feel like I still got a lot more to do.
Okay. What's some of the goals on the like next year horizon for you as a videographer?
Mm, I would say the goals is have more of a bigger budget. Like, I would say I don't know if you ever seen like the behind the scenes of like Lyrical Lemonade by chance or
No,
Cole Bennett.
no.
He's like one of the top directors in the rap game right now,
Mhm.
and he has like a really big like budget for like music videos. And I think my goal would be to reach that level.
When you have a bigger budget, what are you going to do with it?
It's just about being creative that I don't know. It has a lot to do with the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a lot to
You
do
want to
with the
tell a
song.
story.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Do you ever do video shoots out of state?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
like where? Where have you gone?
I've been to Mexico, I've been to Arizona, California, New Mexico, New York, Miami. Like, I've just
All
been
the hot
everywhere.
spots for music
Yeah.
videos. Yeah. You never been to like Ohio for a music video though?
Uh,
You think anyone in Ohio is ever gonna be like, come to my city, man. We're gonna put on the best music video in Ohio.
I mean, um,
Anything's possible, right?
anything's possible, yeah.
There might be some hot rapper in Ohio that hears this and
Yeah, they
says,
could be, yeah.
"That's it. I'm gonna fly him out. He's gonna make the music video. We're putting Ohio on the map."
Yeah.
No, yeah, probably not. Um, what inspired you to start your business or this videography career?
I think I just love music, and I just wanted to be a part in music. Like, I just wanted to do something that, like, had to do with music,
Yeah,
and I feel like that's why I started off with engineering, and then, obviously, I got tired of just being in the studio and just in a room all day
yeah.
and just looking at, like, a screen all day.
So being out in the world and helping a musician to tell the story of the song that they wrote is something that's like still a really cool creative outlet, but gets you
Mhm.
out of like just being in an office space all day long at the desk.
Mhm.
That's really cool. Do you ever like record live events, like
Mm.
concerts or anything like that?
Well, I have a team called Shot by Uzi that they do those for me. Like, I used to do those, but I don't really anymore.
You're just too big. You're a head honcho. You're a CEO now. You got people for that, huh?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm too big. It's just it's more of what they like to do.
Oh, okay.
I used to like doing that, but I didn't like it anymore. I like more just shooting music videos instead of just doing, like, concerts and stuff.
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened that you've been recording during it happening?
Like in a music video?
In a music video or like at a concert or anything, like any crazy stories?
Oh, I have a lot.
All right,
I
good. That's
have
what we need. We need the crazy stories, man.
I
Dig deep.
had 5 of my music videos that got shot up, and then I was at
5
2.
different ones that
Mhm.
all did anyone
Yeah.
get shot or they're just like someone driving by?
It was like a drive-by, and on 2 of them, I ended up getting grazed on 2 of them.
You
Yeah.
got grazed? Holy shit. Being a music video guy has high risk. Wow.
Yeah, 'cause you're in, like, in the middle of the
People
whole
that they're trying
crowd.
to target. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I have, like, really bad PTSD when I'm at video shoots. Like, if I see a car, like, I'm always like, "Hey, like, look at that car," like, like.
Have people like watching your back while you're
Mhm.
trying to focus on filming.
Yeah.
Wow, that's scary, man. So were you injured?
Yeah, I had a graze on my knee. I ended up taking off, like, my shirt, wrapping it, and then just going to the hospital. And then I have another one on my, like, side, like, my hip. That one's bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the same thing.
So both times you had to like stop the shoot and like go to the hospital.
Yeah, I feel like after, they got done shooting it up, like, the whole shoot was just canceled. We just dipped out.
Damn. Um, anything less dangerous? Any funny stories from shoots? Anything cool that you
Mm,
captured on video that you were like not expecting?
I mean, there was this one time when I went to Mexico. Um, I was shooting for, like, this Mexican artist, and coming back, it was bad because at the time when I was in Mexico, it was getting bad because of the cartels.
Mm.
So they had to shut down the border. So we had to leave before the border got shut down. And when we got to the border, they stopped us and they told us to pull to the side, and they started taking apart the whole car and everything. And they thought that we were like with the
Moving drugs or
yeah, with the
something. Yeah.
cartel. So I ended up getting put in a cell and waiting like 5, 6 hours. And then, getting put in the room, getting searched and everything. And it was just a
Did
whole,
they strip search you?
yeah, they did
Oh
everything.
shit. I
They did
thought that was like a
everything.
joke. Damn, what the fuck? That's
Yeah.
terrible, man. You had some shit happen to you for being 22 years old. You're living life. You're really out there on them streets, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Um, so that's not a funny story. That's a kind of a terrible story too. Shit. What about have you ever seen that video? from that old Mariners pitcher that's throwing like this fastball and a seagull swoops in right at the
Mhm.
perfect moment. And yeah, Randy Johnson like killed a seagull, but it's like captured on film and it's like the worst, but kind of craziest thing that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Anything like that? You ever have
Um,
just like you're recording and then like a car crash happens in the background? You're like, oh shit, that's on video now.
there was this one time, where there was a guy on top of a car, and he ended
You
up
know that's illegal.
yeah. He ended up, like, skirting off. He was doing this for the video. He was on top of the car, but the driver didn't know he was on top of the car.
What?
So
There's a whole
he
ass person on top of your car you
yeah.
don't know?
So he
Shit.
ended up skirting off, and the guy fell from the car to the ground, and I caught that on video on accident.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, there's just a video of just a guy, like,
Who's at fault in that situation from your legal experience?
uh
The guy on top of the car or the guy skirting off?
I feel like the guy on top of the car,
Yeah.
because he should have at least, like, told the driver.
Yeah. I mean, did he I don't know how someone gets on a car without me knowing. If I'm inside the car and someone gets on my car, how do they tiptoe? Like, how does that happen? You see, that guy must have been a ninja. That's some
Nah.
crazy shit. But I hope he was okay.
No, yeah, he ended up being okay.
Oh, that's good. If you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
Well, from where I'm coming from, I'm really determined, I'm hungry, and I'm really humble. A
Yeah.
lot of times, yeah, I
Yeah.
I love helping people out. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. If it's, like, a videographer trying to get his name out there, it's all good. Like, let's work on a video. Like, let me help you out. Let me repost, like, whatever video you got. Like, I just love helping people out.
So if Brumley Law Firm wants to grow their social media presence and be like more present to help people with car accidents, you could help us make a music
Mhm.
video. I don't have any songs though. Could I be in other people's music videos just like as a lawyer, like
That
in the
would that would
background?
that would be fire,
All
actually.
right.
I think that would go viral.
All right. Well, let's do it.
Mm,
Dude, put me on. Come on.
mhm.
I just want the car accident cases, but I'll be an extra. I don't care. I'll wear like I'll wear my suit and bring a briefcase and like fake sign some papers or some shit. I
Yeah.
don't know. I could act, dude. Put me on. Get me on the team. Um, what's a major challenge that you've faced doing music videos and videography that if people are really interested in doing this as a career, that they need to know how you overcame it?
So starting out, my clientele wasn't as big, so I had to work a job and do it at the same time.
What was your job?
I work construction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell
So
you're like really buff. So like,
mm, but yeah, so when you have to do those 2, when your clientele isn't that big, there's times where you barely even get enough sleep because you gotta stay up, edit, or in case someone calls you, like, at late at night, like,
and construction's like an early job,
yeah,
and
it
you're
is a
answering
early
phone
job.
calls at 2:30 in the morning and then going to work at 5 or some
Yeah.
shit. Like that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's just about, like, knowing what you want and, like yeah, it's just about knowing what you want.
Just chasing it.
Yeah.
Just being obsessed with doing it, and you're like, I still got to pay bills while I'm becoming the best and making sure everyone knows that I'm here and I'm hungry. But until I start making my money from that, I still got to work my McDonald's job or whatever other people are doing to still pay their bills, but then make every second that you're not at that job count for what you're trying to build.
Yeah, cause the mindset I have and the mindset I feel like everyone should have is, if I don't do it, someone else that's more hungrier will,
Yeah.
and they'll take my spot.
I think that that's a big thing about lawyers too. And I think about it a lot, like if I'm not answering my phone when some car accident person calls me, they're just going to call the next person that's on
Mhm.
Google. I got to be responsive. I got to be quick with it. I got to be articulate with my advice. I got to make sure that they feel like they can trust me with their car accident case. And if people have all of this access to more um, quick responses to legal needs or video needs or whatever, and it's just going to be who answers the phone first.
Mhm.
That's maybe the most important thing you can be as a business owner is responsive. That's huge. I didn't have any idea that a lot of this business stuff happens for you guys at like 2:30 in the morning
Oh,
though.
yeah,
I would
it
not like
does.
that. um well, the podcast is called Iron Mind, and Iron Mind is a song by a band. It's a old song. But What does having an iron mind mean to you?
I feel like someone that's committed,
Mhm.
someone that's committed to what they wanna do and just only just see one thing and just chase it.
Just be obsessed with
Just be
being the
obsessed.
best. I
Mhm.
love that. Okay, good. I agree. Um, what's the hardest decision you've ever had to make running your business?
Hardest is not choosing the desirables and spending all the money I had into, like, just reinvesting it into the business. Like
Like buying better cameras, buying more cameras,
buying
buying
better
better
gear.
lighting. Yeah.
Yeah, seeing, like, all the clothes or shoes or whatever, like, all the desirables that I want, not spending it on that, but reinvesting it into what makes me money.
That's advice that I think every single business person should think about.
Mhm,
As I continue to scale and grow my law firm, right now I think we have about 45 employees. A year ago, maybe we had 25. A year before that, maybe like 17. Like, and when I see people out driving their fancy, crazy cars and wearing their designer shoes and designer swaggy gear, and I'm like, man, they look good. I'm not hating on them, but if they wanted to spend that money on growing their business would make them more money.
mhm,
And I'm just like, every time I win, I double down. I put that money right back into the business to continue to grow. And I think that that's advice that every business person should really think about, because if you're spending that money on desirables, as you put it,
mhm,
you're not spending that money on your business. And if your business is something that you really care about, then that's where your money needs to be going.
yeah,
Yeah. Man, you're a very smart young person. This is
mhm.
this is good advice for everybody that needs to hear it. Um, do you have a favorite reality TV show?
Reality, I just got put on to this show, I think it's called Love Island,
Oh yeah?
but I don't know what it is about it, but it's, like, it's so interesting and funny.
Yeah?
Yeah, it
Do you think
is.
you could be on that show? What if you were a video guy for the show? You could be a video guy for Love Island, right?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I feel like that would be cool, yeah.
Yeah, you're more of a, like, behind the camera guy than on camera guy?
Like a director for it? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that would be cool, that'd be cool.
Um, what's something that is a trend in your industry that you think people should pay attention to?
I don't really know about trends in,
Or
like
what about, like, for music video shoots, what's
mhm,
something that if a rapper or an artist wants to make a music video with you, what's something that they need to be aware of about like the setting? If they're like, I want to do it on a boat where I'm like on the top of a boat, and you're like, bro, how am I going to film that? We got to get two boats. So I could be on a different boat showing you on the boat. Otherwise it's going to be like this close. I can't film you on the boat. I got to get a drone or something. What's something that like people should consider when they're trying to bring their own creative ideas to you to go execute?
I would say when I get references sent to me and it's, like, references of, like, I would say, like, $60,000 budget video, but their budget is, like, $300-$400. It's like,
They're
I
like, "All right, you rent us a yacht, right? And I'm, like, throwing $100 bills into the ocean, but, like, you make them because they're not real $100 bills, but they need to look real." And then we get, like, 50 women, right? 50 really beautiful women, and everyone's, like, super beautiful and just get, like, influencer girls, and you pay them too, but, like that kind of behavior? Like, people really
yeah.
come to you with that?
Yeah, cause it's
Yeah,
like,
that's
bro, I
amazing.
can't create I mean, I know I can, but, like, where are we gonna get that? Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Until we have, like, AI beautiful women on a yacht that you could
Yeah.
just put a rapper in a green screen room and be like, "All right, he's on the yacht. He's in the green room." Um, yeah, that's pretty impossible. What do you tell people when they come to you with those type of shoestring budgets with crazy ideas?
I just tell her how it is, just so, like, time doesn't get wasted. Like, "Hey,
Yeah.
like, I know you have this idea, but in reality, we can't do that because of this, but I have another way we can shoot it if you'd like to hear it, and then I could send you, like, a treatment or something."
Oh, man, so you help people come up with solutions to those
Mhm.
problems too. That's really good business. That's good. That's why people probably love working with you.
Yeah.
Um, what's something that people misunderstand about what you do?
Because the word videographer can mean a lot of things. Like, there's people that shoot strictly only for businesses, people that shoot strictly only for or weddings or whatever, like all that. I think a lot of people mistake me for just doing that. I mean, I can do that, but my focus isn't really on that. It's mainly just on on music videos, which is what I like to do.
Mhm. What's the you believe your favorite or best music video you've ever done? We'll put a link to it so everyone can watch it so that they're familiar with your work and we help you blow up. All the lawyers will need you for their music videos after this.
My best one, I don't even know. I've shot like I think an estimate would be like 250 to 300 videos I shot. So it's kind of
Do
hard
you have
to.
one that's like a favorite that you think turned out really well that you're super proud of? Obviously, you're proud of all, right? Like
Mhm.
300 is already an accomplishment just with the number, but like one that you're like, damn, all the actors that were in it did a great job. The cinematography, the footage turned out beautiful. Like anything that you're really proud of.
Ooh, actually, yeah, there was, I would say like a month ago. It was this rapper Kai Bands and Mafi D and RCG Keith. That video came out hella good because we brought the whole city out for that one.
Yeah, where'd you
And
record it at?
in Seattle, it was actually like the funny part about it is that they had a show and we ended up shooting the music video at the venue with like the whole city in it. They originally had someone shoot it, but I was there and they're like, "Oh, like we need him actually to shoot it."
So
And
you accidentally took somebody else's
yeah,
job.
I accidentally
You
took
were just like,
somebody
I'm
else's
just here
job.
to like enjoy myself, but they're like, no, you got to work, bro.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, let me go get my camera.
Now, luckily I was prepared for that. I had my lights and everything in my car. Like
Oh
I was
man,
so
you're always
prepared for
ready.
that.
You're
Yeah.
always ready. Okay, and that video turned out really good.
Yeah, it came out really good.
All right, well, you have to make sure Jazz gets a link. Put
Yeah.
it in the video. Do you think AI is changing videography?
Yeah.
How?
It's creating, like, 3D graphics and a lot of crazy things that, like, you can just do with the click of a button, like, AI can just create that for you,
Yeah,
and it's just taking a lot of the people who do that actually, like, it's taking, like, their jobs, kinda.
yeah. I recently seen like this trend where people will like use an AI video of someone getting hit by a car and it's like
Mhm.
totally AI generated, but then the person's like flying up in the air and then they're just like landing in the studio rapping. And I was like, what the hell is this? This is a fake car accident video. I got all excited to give my business card out, but then it was just AI.
Yeah, you can make a whole music video out of AI.
Do you think AI music videos and AI content generally should be like labeled so people know it's fake?
I feel like, yeah, because a lot of people actually don't think it's AI, they think it's real.
Yeah, seeing is believing, right?
Yeah.
Like a picture's worth 1,000 words and videos are worth more than that. So
Mhm.
when you see a video of something happening, your brain automatically assumes that's really happening. And AI is so realistic now. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it is.
If you could give one piece of advice to entrepreneurs or business owners, what would it be?
Just reinvest back into what you love doing. Because I know now you're not gonna see, like, the progress you wanna see, but over time, is you're gonna end up seeing it. Because a lot of people quit when they don't see the progress.
Right.
Like, it's not gonna happen right then and there, but it'll happen. It'll eventually happen. That's what's gonna separate you from everybody else. 'Cause a lot of people quit, like, in the process because they don't see the progress.
Yeah.
But the ones that, like, stick there and actually, like, go through with it end up making it out.
I think that's like anything we do, my people I work out with in the gym, they're
Mhm.
like, a lot of people just stop working out because they don't see abs after one session, right? You're not going to have abs after one session.
Mm.
There's a lot more work that goes into this. You got to pay attention to your food. You got to be consistent in the gym. It's the same with building a business. You build this foundation, you spend money and you work, and then there's a little bit more, and then you get a success, and then you build on that success by putting it back in and doing a little more. And then you have
Mhm.
this giant mountain that you can stand on top of and say, look what I built.
Yeah.
But you don't get there in one day.
Yeah.
Uh, Well, thanks so much for being on the show, man. Is there any final shout outs or words of wisdom that you want to speak into the camera?
Yeah, shout out to my whole team, Viegas, Rico, Mav, Irving, Diego. We're going hella crazy right now. I think, yeah, this summer we're finna take over. Like,
Take over.
yeah, take over Seattle.
Hell yeah. All right, look into the camera real quick for me and say, "Car crash, call Josh."
Car crash, call Josh.
Love to see it. Thanks, bro.
Yep.